Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton has inflamed the murder of a 19-year-old woman, blaming Melbourne's problem, the Sudanese crime gangs, as the hunt for her killer continues. Live to Lana Murphy in the city. Lana, what's the Minister had to say?
Good evening, Brett. Well, he's certainly come out swinging against what he says is an African gang's crime problem. I'll read you his statement that he provided to the Age newspaper directly. He said, while this is a tragic and needless loss of a young life, there's a major law and order problem in Victoria and more people are going to be hurt until the role of law is enforced by the Victorian government. We don't have the problems with Sudanese gangs in New South Wales or Queensland. Now, this obviously comes following the tragic death of 19-year-old Pakenham woman La Chol, who was found fatally wounded in the hallway of this Beckett Street apartment at around 5:15 yesterday morning. Police are led to believe that she was caught in the crossfires of two feuding groups who had rented the apartment for the night, and despite taking 11 people into custody for questioning of the partygoers, they're still yet to make an arrest. Now, obviously, La Chol's family and friends and South Sudanese community have been mourning her loss today, many taking to Facebook to remember who they say was a bright and bubbly soccer fan who was also a second-year law student. A childhood friend, Brett, has remembered her as having a heart of gold. She said she cared for everyone around her. She made everyone feel loved and was always there for her friends and family. Another writing, you didn't deserve to die this cruelly. You always showed love to everyone around you, and you never failed to make me laugh.
My community is best at supporting one another, so that's what everyone's doing at the moment, just trying to visit the family and provide some care and support so that they can ease through this situation.
Now, Brett, I have spoken to the South Sudanese community leaders late this afternoon who say they are deeply offended by Minister Dutton's comments and just want to focus on getting justice for Ms. Chol. Obviously, police are still hunting her killer.
Lana Murphy, thank you.
Good evening. Family and friends have shared emotional tributes for a 19-year-old woman who was killed in a luxury high-rise apartment. It's believed the law student was in the wrong place at the wrong time when a violent brawl broke out. Her murderer remains on the run.
She was a vivacious, popular teenager who died surrounded by her friends. La Chol's final few hours were spent in a CBD high-rise. She was staying on the 56th floor with mates when a fight broke out with another group inside the apartment. The 19-year-old was stabbed by an attacker who then ran off.
She seems to be a very beautiful young person, and I just believe that, pretty girls have beautiful hearts.
La's senseless death has rocked her community, which believes she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was both academic and athletic, studying at university to become a lawyer and a dominant player on the soccer field. Her club posting she was an integral part of our women's team since joining in March this year. All our love, thoughts and prayers go out to La's family, friends and teammates, many who are struggling and taking to social media to pay tribute. You were such a positive and bright young lady, you never failed to make me laugh. Another wrote, never thought Friday would be my last time on earth seeing you. You were such a beautiful soul and didn't deserve any of this.
Obviously, it was a shock for everybody.
It is absolutely and completely unacceptable that we have crimes of this sort, and the police are doing the best that they possibly can to make sure that we hold people accountable.
And Tegan, have police released any information about the people they're looking for?
Well, Mitch, the search is now in its 37th hour. Police haven't given us any details about the group that ran off after the brawl. But what we do know is that homicide detectives found CCTV at the front of the apartment complex, and they've been going through that today, so it's just a matter of time until they catch up with her killer. Mitch?